When people like what I do, it's wonderful. When people don't like what I do, it can be disheartening. I don't like jugglers, but I've learned how to be a fairly good one. I'm a politician and I have my own political beliefs and I have a political mantra. The reality is that you have to balance that against the practical world in which you operate as a council leader. I think I worked it out, we've got 9 different parties represented on Bradford Council. And whilst I'm more than happy to have the political confrontation, sometimes actually some compromise is the way forward. So you just got to keep all of that going. And the danger is that you get weighed down with the minutiae and take your eye off the long game that you need to be playing. And what we've got to do is to engender that self-belief, which is there, but we've really got to bring it to the fore. And I think seeing things happen, like City Park, like Westfield, like the work that's going on at the university, begins to make people feel that it's not just rhetoric and that actually it's getting delivered. City Park was a scheme that we inherited but took on, if you like, the hard yards in terms of the building of it and getting it started and finished, against, I think, what could be best described as a wave of scepticism by most people. We were very clear of the reasons why we needed to do it, because we know that good public realm will attract investment, which it has. And the thing that pleases me incredibly is the fact that the number of people who come up to me and say, I thought City Park was a stupid idea, but now it's there, we love it. And it really is a major attraction to the city and also bringing in investment. I've been a social worker working in children's homes in London for a number of years, and if I wanted to pursue that career I needed to get a qualification, CQSW and degree, and looked at various courses. Bradford invited me for an interview. It was a good course. I came to the city and just felt really at home here almost from the day that I came for interview. So I was lucky enough to be offered a place and came in the early 80s. It was a 4-year course. I managed 2 years of it before other activities got in the way. I became president of the Students' Union for 12 months, and then I became what was known as area convener for West Yorkshire for the National Union of Students. I did that for 2 years, and when I was preparing to go back on my course, I discovered that I'd managed to break regulations and I couldn't get a grant. It was at a time when we had grants, not loans, all my fees paid to go back to university. So unfortunately, that opportunity escaped me. My involvement in the Students' Union gave me a lot of experience in public speaking, which has come in useful in my current role, but also about committee work, budgeting, running an organisation. It was a good grounding above and beyond any academic. I've been involved in politics since I could walk. I come from a very political family. My earliest memories are leafleting as a small child with my older sister and my brother in a pram with all the leaflets piled on top of him. He's never recovered. But I think that what coming to university did is give me, if you like, a bit more confidence in myself and also, exposure to wider ideas. Being in Bradford made me decide that I didn't want to be anywhere else. When I left university, I could have gone anywhere. I had no ties, particularly in anywhere. I could have got a job in, but I wanted to stay and commit myself to Bradford and to this district, as many ex-students have done. I keep bumping into people who was at university with, who are still here and still contributing to the local economy.